Hey everybody, it's me. I'm Jean, and I'm back to show you a little bit of the heart art work that I did in the month of February. It was a project every day. You did a little piece that represented hearts. It could be very simple. It could be very ornate or complicated, detailed. My very first one I really liked. I did it while I was on vacation, and everything is coming up hearts, and I just tore out hearts, added a little bird. I love my border, and it was a lot of fun to do. So that was my very first one. I didn't do all of the hearts in this book. In fact, I'm not even sure where all the hearts are. But I'll show you what I have in this book, and I think I have a couple in my chunky, junky journal. So anyway, this was another page that I did, and I didn't even have the border on it, I don't think. When I put the piece of paper in this book, I added the border on it. I think this was number 2. And I just decorated a postcard that I had. Very, very simple. It was a very busy day, and I was already behind, so I was struggling to keep up almost the whole entire month. So that was kind of hard. This was another one. These aren't even in order. I think this was way into the month, and again, I was quite busy, so I just did some simple doodling. Hang your heartstring, which is something I really, really love, and I don't hang them like that. I have heartstrings that I drape across my mantle, and but anyway, this says beloved, and just a little simple offering there. This, of course, you have probably seen on Facebook or on Instagram, and that's not any part of the project, just something fun I did. I found this packing material, and I thought, oh, that looks like hair. So I went ahead and I did that, and it's gotten quite smashed in the book, but it's still fun. This was one of the heart projects, one of the first few that I did. And this paper was just plain paper with these boxes around the border. So this is just simply watercolor, and I added some hearts into the boxes and a little border around that. And it was just fun to do. Very simple, just very fun. Nothing earth-shattering. But it did show up on this side. So when I did this pink, one, I did it outside the book, and I added it to the book. So so this was the perfect page to add it to, and it worked out really, really nice. This lady here is just a fun friend. Doesn't she just look like a nice, friendly person? Somebody to be your friend. Anyway, I like that. And my heart or quote was, "A friend is someone who knows you." Well, let me just read it carefully. "A friend is someone who knows all about you and loves you anyway." So that's kind of like you guys. Yeah, you know a lot about me, but you love me anyway, and you keep coming back, and that makes me happy. So you are all my friends, and I do appreciate you. But I did think about you when I was doing that page. This page was just a doodle late in the month, and I needed to do something quick to catch up because I just the whole month I ran behind. I don't know why. It just seemed like a stress to do the heart art, and thinking back on it, I think the reason it was a stress for me is because there were no prompts. Every day I had to come up with something out of the blue. And so they're, usually when I do a month-long project in this particular group, they give you a prompt for every day of the month. But this month had no prompts. So it just seemed like it's hard for me to get my creative juices going every single day. And I would start to think, I don't want to think about that now. I don't want to think about it. And it just took me a long time to get started. And then I would do 1 or 2 at a time, maybe 3. That it just seemed hard because I didn't have any direction to go in. I don't know if that makes any sense. But anyway, that was, I think that's why this particular project was a little bit harder for me, because there weren't any prompts along the way. You just had free reign to do whatever you want with hearts. Well, sometimes a big, broad category like that, where you can do anything, absolutely freezes me. I want to zero in on something. If I'm zeroing in on something, I can come up with something about that. But to try and find the something every day is kind of daunting for me. But anyway, this one I really loved. And I put coffee first just because I love coffee. It's the first thing I do every morning as I get up and I have coffee. And I love vanilla coffee. And I had all these hearts, and I just thought, and then I put this page on this page in the book, and I liked how it looked. Let's see, what else did I do here? I didn't stay in order because I didn't want to just have rows and rows and rows of heart things. So I kind of went around and did different things, or did it in different pages on different backgrounds. And I like this. And I kind of, I had seen something like this, and I thought, I'll just paint it myself, not collage it. I'll just paint it myself. And I had fun doing the backs of the cats, and I love doing the little calico cat. And then this one is very similar to a cat that I had. So I just was thinking of my former cats when I made this, and I do love them. And I had these 2 cats at the same time together, and they did love each other. They weren't litter mates, but they were cuddly cats. So I remembered them when I did that particular page, and it was a lot of fun. This is when I did my new gelatos. I used my new gelatos on this kind of paper, and it worked out just really nice. Now, this one, Eat, Curry, Be Happy, and it was just so bright and colorful, just like India. Everything in India is just like so colorful. It just mesmerizes me. I turn to pages, and so many colors all together. To me, it just says India. So I loved this page with this paper that I added to, and you can maybe see how it's got the gold on it, and that's something that I couldn't really show in the when I put it, showed it for when I didn't, the gold didn't really show up in the picture that I sent to the group, but it shows up here, and I just love it. Let's see. These are 2 more pages. They really clash with one another, and I wouldn't do it the same way. I'm going to tell you right now, try and get your pages to kind of look nice together, I think, when you open up a spread. I'm really bad about doing that. Because I just focused on one or focused on the other. This one here, I loved the collage work in the background, and I used all kinds of layers of media to build that up, and I really, really liked it. I liked putting the bird way in the forefront and the lady in the background. The hearts, it's just kind of like a shining moment to me. I liked how it all worked together. So I was very happy with it, and it was just fun to do, very fun to do. This one, of course, I love color, like you know, I just love color. I love vintage, but I love color. And when I bought this magazine, it was called Allure, and I'm telling you, I think I cut out almost every page, cut up every page into different things. This was on the cover. I loved how she put those jewels in between her eye and her eyebrow. It was just amazing. And it was such a pretty blue. I tore my heart out of that. And then I used the U from Allure, and of course it says, I love you. And I love all of you. This is another one that I did, Be Someone New Every Day. And that was a lot of fun to do. And I really, I like my pen here, but anyway, I like this page. I like reinventing myself every day, artistically maybe. Not being always the same. I want to be more of an interesting person, adding layers and layers. So that's kind of like Be Someone New Every Day. It's like adding a new layer to yourself every day. And so that's what I did. I had the hearts that were originally plain, then they have the little dots, and then they're painted pink, and then the little dots, and then the little lines. You just keep reinventing yourself and adding a little more every day. This particular one was great. It was my very last one that I did. It's not the last in this book, but it's the last one that I did. And I love the vintage look of it. I was really, really happy with this one, and I put it on Instagram thinking, wow, everybody's going to really love it. But no, hardly. It was on my Instagram faces page, and I think people are just looking for faces on that page. And so it didn't get much of a play, didn't get much love, but I still love it. I really, really love this page. This page I would take out and I would frame it because I just love it that much. Okay. Let's see, what else did I do? I did some more pages back in here. Here's one. Love Your Llama. And I just had a lot of fun with this. I found these little dot things that I just poked around on, and the llama I had to put behind a fence, and I thought, well, I'm going to have to make a fence. So I painted the fence, and then I had to put some flowers in front, and I thought, well, heart flowers, even though I have already Love Your Llama, heart flowers just added to it, and I just had a lot of fun with that page. I made a big mistake. I can't remember what I did. I smeared the fence. I had something on my arm and smeared all that. So, of course, a butterfly came to land right on that and saved me by covering it up. So that was that page. And let's see, what else did I do? I think I might have one more in here. This page I put in with tape, and it is not sticking. but I'll figure out a way. I'll just glue that page in there and take that tape off. It's just awful. But that's my conversation hearts, and I love them. They were fun to make. And I looked up conversation hearts and used real sayings. Of course, anybody could make those up, but those are ones that were actually on real conversation hearts. So that was really fun. I have little stars and dots behind, and that was just fun. That was fun to do. Just bugs me here. Okay, got that. And that's all I did in this book with the heart art. And I think that's only like not even half of the heart art that I did. But I did some heart art in this book. And this was one here that I did. And of course this is from another page. And this was kind of a weak page. But I loved it, and I just had fun. I just had fun with it. I think this comes out, and I think I might even use something different in there, because I put that in for the heart art, but I don't really love how it looks. So that may come out for the long term, and I'll slip something else in there. And actually, you know what I would like to slip in there? Just thought of it. A Columbine seed packet. Wouldn't that be great? Okay, and then I did one more here, and Lonely Hearts. Did that page for my heart art project. And so, yeah, that was kind of a fun, quickie page to do, and just had fun with it. And it's just all watercolor and ink. Watercolor and ink pen. Okay, and that's all I'm going to show you for my heart art, because I'm not sure where all the rest of it is. It's in different books. And even on some pages, like in this book, I think I did one or two, but not sure where these books are. So anyway, this is all I'm going to do, and I'm going to show you, and I will say goodbye. And thank you for liking and commenting. That really helps me out when you hit the like button. And I love the comments, and I just love that you come back, and you are my February. You are, for the month of February, you're all my Valentines. Bye-bye.